Hello again, baseball fans, and welcome to Story Field here on the campus of Longview, Washington, as the 2018 NWAC Baseball Championships continue, the Northwest Athletic Conference. This is game number 11, featuring the two undefeated teams here in Longview, the Yakima Yaks and the Lower Columbia Red Devils. The Yakima Yaks got here by defeating Lane 6-4 on Thursday and knocked off Edmonds 2-0 last night. And for the Lower Columbia Red Devils, they defeated Everett the first game by a score of 7-2, and then knocked off Spokane yesterday by a score of 10-3. The winner of this ball game will play tomorrow at 4:05, and the loser will play at 12:05. We already know who's playing who. The Red Devils will play Edmonds, and again, if Red Devils win, they will play at 4:05 against Edmonds. And if they lose, then 12:05. And then for Yakima Valley, they'll play Spokane, and that game will be at 4:05 or 12:05. The Yaks are the visitors here this afternoon. And here is the starting lineup as presented by acting head coach Cass Ulrich. Cole McKenzie will lead off. McKenzie is the center fielder. He'll be followed by Tanner Parker. Parker is playing short this afternoon, and he's hitting second. Johnny Sage is the left fielder for the Yaks. He is hitting third. Zach Inskeep is a designated hitter, and he'll bat fourth. Hitting fifth for the Yaks this afternoon will be the right fielder Detloff. Tyler Detloff bats fifth and is in right field. Bryce Beck is the first baseman for the Yaks, who hit sixth. Will be followed by the third baseman Kyle Harvey. Harvey is the third baseman, batting seventh, and hitting eighth Jake Kirchhoff. He is the catcher, and Tyler Nixon is batting ninth. Now we will have our national anthem.
We honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
There is the national anthem, and you take a look at Old Glory out there above the scoreboard in left center field here at Lower Columbia College. And the pitcher for the Yaks this afternoon will be Lucas Juarez. Defensively for the Lower Columbia Red Devils, Blaze Arcano will be in left field. Kyle Sandstrom is in center. Noah Andrews will patrol right field. The third baseman for the Red Devils this afternoon, Deshaun Johnson. Rick Muzzy is the shortstop. Hunter Cook is at second base. Sam Trend Beacom is the first baseman for the Red Devils. Chase Hodgkinson is behind the plate. And on the mound for Lower Columbia here this afternoon will be Yancey Bird. Yancey Bird, the local product from Kelso, the right-hander who has some pretty serious heat, and he will start out here this afternoon for the Red Devils. Bird on the year has appeared in 11 games. He has started 11 games, has not completed one as of yet. Has thrown 50 2/3 innings, has a record of 6-2, an ERA at 3.02. He has walked 27 batters, and he has struck out 60. So again, it'll be McKenzie, Parker, and Sage to lead off for Yakima. And again, the winner will play tomorrow at 4:05, and the loser will play at 12:05 against the teams that we've already been determined. Our home plate umpire this afternoon behind the plate, again, Tyler Schmidt. Eric Holden is at first, and Chris Claflin is at third. So the weather has turned out nice here at Lower Columbia. Earlier it was a kind of a dreary day, but it's turned out very nice. Right now, temperature under mostly cloudy skies is 64 degrees. So very pleasant weather to get this ball game underway. So Cole McKenzie will step on in. He'll face Bird to be followed again by Parker and Johnny Sage. The last two teams to win the NWAC championships, the Yakima Yaks and the Lower Columbia Red Devils, ready to face off. Yaks, the 2016 champs, the Devils, the defending champions. Bird's first pitch, this is wide, ball one. 5:51 is the first pitch, and we're underway as McKenzie is at the plate. Here is the next pitch, and that is a fastball. It's at knees for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike on Cole McKenzie. McKenzie, a sophomore, comes from Billings, Montana, and he swings to the next pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Get a look there at Bird. He gets the ball. He is ready to go. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called, and McKenzie is rung up for the first out of the inning. So Bird right off the bat, fans, first man he faces, and McKenzie sent back to the dugout. That'll bring to the plate Tanner Parker. Parker, the shortstop this afternoon for the Yaks. Another left-handed batter, and the right-hander's first pitch is a strike. The ball's on a strike on Parker. Parker also from the Spokane area. A lot of Spokane kids on this Yakima team. Here's the next pitch, swing. Popped up down the left field line, a long run for the left fielder, and a fall in foul territory. Arcano trying to get to it, had to play it on the hop, so just a foul ball, and they count no balls. And 2 strikes on Tanner Parker. The Yaks come in with a record of 43-9, and the Devils at 33-7. Here's the next pitch down low for ball 1. The Yaks in the Eastern region were 23-5, and the Devils, the Western region, #1 team, 22-3. So both teams had excellent seasons as the pitch misses for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the #2 hitter, Parker. Bird is ready. Here's a 2-2 pitch, swing and a foul. The count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yakima nothing, Lower Columbia College nothing. With 1 out here in the top half of the first inning. Apparently that foul tip got a little bit of our home plate umpire, Tyler Schmidt. And Chase Hodkinson will go out to talk to Bird to give Schmidt a little extra moment to recover from that. Now he'll step back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Parker. Bird is ready. Here's the delivery. Swing, fouled away. And the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And we have seen it throughout the tournament that the players, the batters, when they have had 2 strikes on them, are able to foul off numerous pitches and work the count on the pitcher, make them work to get the outs. Here's a 2-2 pitch, swing, and another ground ball. This one foul. At that time, Parker went down and got it, but protecting with 2 balls and 2 strikes, he's able to keep the count alive. He'll step back in. Bird is ready. And here comes a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a high fly ball. Hit the right field. Back on the ball is Andrews. Short of the warning track. Reaches up and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And at first, went off the bat, I thought it had a little more distance than that, but plenty of room for Andrews, and he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down. Now to bring to the plate Johnny Sage. Sage this afternoon will be out in left field. And again, another left-hander to face the right-hander Bird. Here's the first pitch. And that fastball sails outside for ball 1. Sage, another Spokane product. Oh, too loud. There's the next pitch, and that's called strike two, or strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike on the batter, Johnny Sage. That's the crowd. What's this? Okay. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now on the hitter, Johnny Sage. Getting a little technical things fixed here. And we've got good levels down. Here comes a 1-2 pitch, swing, fouled away. And the count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yakima nothing, LCC nothing, 2 outs, top of the first inning. Getting the winner into the 4 o'clock game tomorrow afternoon and goes into the driver's seat. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Sage is retired. So 2 strikeouts in the first inning for the Yaks, and after half an inning of play, your score, Yakima Valley nothing, and LCC coming to bat.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence. I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
I remember the moment clearly.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
I realized at that moment, when we first saw the damage, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference, right here in my community. Together with local responders, we cleared trees and collapsed walls. We had to get to the family trapped beneath. As a citizen soldier, I made a difference.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
Leading things off for the Lower Columbia Red Devils, center fielder, number 8.
Lower Columbia comes to bat in the bottom of the first inning. Kyle Sandstrom will lead off for the Red Devils, and he'll face Lucas Juarez. Juarez, the right-handed pitcher, and the first pitch, fastball low and away, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Juarez, 14 games, 9 starts, no complete games. He has a record of 6-2 with an ERA at 2.14. Next pitch called strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. On the year, he has struck out 59 and walked just 10. Here's the next pitch to Sandstrom, and it misses for, or a strike rather. Strike 2 on Sandstrom. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kyle Sandstrom. Juarez is ready. Here's the next pitch. Check swing. It gets past the catcher, and the pitch misses for ball 2. Sandstrom, the center fielder for Lower Columbia today. He comes from Ferndale High School, up in the northwest corner of the state. Here's the next pitch, and a curveball is a little bit high for ball 3. Juarez wanted that pitch, didn't get it, and takes a deep breath. So now it's full on Sandstrom. Here's Juarez's next pitch. Fastball swing and a ground ball hit towards the second baseman, backhanded by Nixon, throw to first in time, and out is Sandstrom. So Sandstrom rolls out to the second baseman, Nixon,
Designated hitter.
and that'll bring to the plate J.T. Strickler. Strickler in this ball game will be the designated hitter as Yakima and Lower Columbia face off for the first time here in the tournament. And the first pitch to Strickler, swing and a miss, strike 1. No score, 1 out, bottom of the first inning between Yakima and LCC. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball low, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on J.T. Strickler. Comes a 1-1 pitch. Swing, popped up, right field, moving on in and towards the line is Detlef. He makes the catch, and Strickler retired for the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 down here for Lower Columbia here in the bottom of the first inning.
Number 28, Sam Trent
And that'll bring up the first baseman for LCC, Sam Trend Beacom. Beacom, the right-handed hitter, facing the right-handed thrower. And the first pitch from Juarez is low and away for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes on Beacom. Beacom, one of 2 Aussies on the team. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swing, and a ground ball hit wide of third, backhanded in the hole by the shortstop. The long throw by Parker in time, and Beacom is retired for the 3rd out of the inning. For the Red Devils, a 1-2-3 inning, and after 1, your score Yakima nothing, LCC nothing.
I'm Danny Horton, and I'm an STCU member. The windstorm of 2015, who doesn't remember that? It had no power, were the heaters, the horse drop was a 600-pound block of ice. STCU stepped up. I went straight down. I got the loan I needed. If it hadn't been for STCU and the ability to provide everything I needed, where would I have been? I'm Danny Horton, and STCU is here for good.
Nestled within tall trees and beautiful buildings, Pierce College has established itself as a national leader in improving student success. With 2 main campuses in Puyallup and Fort Steilacoom, and satellite campuses on Joint Base Lewis-McChord, Pierce College strives to create quality educational opportunities to help students realize their possibilities. As we celebrate 50 years in the community, Pierce College is proud to offer more than 60 programs of study with a fit for you, your life, your schedule, and your dream. Find your path, start at Pierce College today, and realize your possibilities. Visit pierce.ctc.edu.
Inskeep will lead off for the Yaks here to start the top of the 2nd inning. The designated hitter will be followed by Detlef and Bryce Beck. Bird will step on in as both teams went 1-2-3 in their first at bats, and the first pitch swung on, rolled towards the second baseman. Cooks got it, throws the first, and Inskeep is retired for the 1st out of the inning. So 4 consecutive batters retired by Bird to start the ball game. That'll bring to the plate Tyler Detlef. Detlef, the right fielder for the Yaks. And he's a sophomore out of Kennewick. We'll get him to step on in when we get ready to play again. Sun breaking out here now, and the first pitch from Bird, swing and a miss, strike 1. Sun will sometimes play a factor this time of day, as the first baseman will be directly looking at it a little bit later. Here comes the next pitch, and that misses for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Detlef in a scoreless game, Yakima and LCC. Comes a 1-1 pitch. That fastball to knees, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the right fielder. Bryce Beck awaits on deck for the Yaks. Here's the next pitch. Curveball, swing and pushed foul. Out of play down the right field line. The count stays at 1-2. And these 2 teams, the last 2 teams that won NWAC championships. Here comes Bird's next pitch. That fastball is up and in for ball 2. Back there, the 2 teams that have won more championships than anybody else here in the NWAC tournament. Comes a 2-2 pitch, and that fastball misses. And the catcher, Chase Hodkinson, was ready to throw it down to third. And again, Tyler Schmidt said no, and the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bird's ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. But Detlef goes down anyway, and he's the 2nd out here of the 2nd inning. 5 up, 5 down for the Yaks, and already Bird has fanned 3. That'll bring to the plate Bryce Beck. Beck, the first baseman for Yakima Valley here this afternoon. Sophomore from Bellevue, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls, 1 strike on Beck. Sun shining brightly right now. Here is the next pitch, swing and a foul off the glove of Hodkinson. And count quickly is no balls and 2 strikes on Beck. So the left-hander will step back in again. Bird, he gets that ball, he's ready to go. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, And it's outside and low for ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Beck. We've eliminated 2 more teams here at the NWAC. Here's the next pitch down low for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Spokane, just before this game started, eliminated Lane by a score of 2-1. And earlier today, Edmonds knocked off its North Division rival, Everett, 4-2. Here's the next pitch. Swing, popped up. We're down to Yakima Valley, LCC, Edmonds, and Spokane. These are the 2 teams that have not lost yet. Comes the 2-2 pitch, and that fastball up and away for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Beck. Bird's thrown a lot of 3-2 counts, but so far has not allowed a base runner. He is ready. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball. Hit into left center field. Long run for the center fielder. He dives, and he cannot make the catch. On his way to second is Beck, and he will stop there as Sandstrom made the dive just short of the warning track. Could not come up with it, and he may have had the wind knocked out of him. He's still on his haunches out there in left center field. Ball tailed away as Beck goes the opposite field and picks up a 2-out double. But Sandstrom, an excellent effort out there, made the dive, and now he is up, and apparently he's okay. But for a moment, might have knocked the wind out of him, but he'll be okay. Now to bring to the plate Kyle Harvey. We are neighbors helping neighbors through a tradition of service of more than 6,000 citizen soldiers, which comprise our ranks throughout Washington State. To learn more about the Washington National Guard, visit nationalguard.com or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. Harvey will step on in as Bird is ready to go. First runner of the ball game for Yakima. Bird's ready. First pitch, swing and foul back to the screen for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Kyle Harvey. Harvey from Kennewick, sophomore. In the Kennewick Tri-Cities area, it's a really good area for baseball. Bird's ready. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that fastball to knees, strike 2. Back Southbridge is playing Kelso this evening at 6 o'clock for the 3A state baseball championships. And Southbridge has always done very well there. And Harvey comes from Southbridge, so he is a graduate of Southbridge High School. Here's the 0-2 pitch, check swing, and the slider misses outside for ball 1. So Harvey will have a little bit of interest in that contest over in the Tri-Cities as Kelso takes on Southbridge. But here he'd like to see his team knock off the defending champions, LCC, and move into the winner's bracket tomorrow. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swing, foul back to the screen again, and they count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, I mentioned these 2 teams have won the most championships in baseball, NWAC championships. The Devils have won 12. Yakima has won 10. Again, they've won the last 2. Bird is ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch, curveball. Didn't quite break all the way in and misses inside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lower Columbia, coming into the tournament, had 117 wins in tournament play, now has 119. And Yakima was 71, now has 73. Here's the 2-2 pitch, fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Harvey goes down for the final out of the inning. For the Yaks, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left after 1.5. Yakima 1, LCC nothing.
Ready for a new adventure? Study at Douglas College in Vancouver, Canada. Take a post-degree program and launch your career, or prepare to study at top Canadian universities. Become eligible for a 3-year work visa with a 2-year program. Choose success. Choose Douglas College.
Ready? Go.
Bottom of the second inning between Lower Columbia and Yakima Valley. I believe I said Yakima Valley's had 1-0. There's no score as we go to the bottom of the second inning as Ricky Muzzy steps to the plate and swings to the first pitch for strike one. No balls, 1 strike on Muzzy. Muzzy from Freeland, Washington. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that fastball is low for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Muzzy. Here's the next pitch, outside for ball 2. And Muzzy, if I remember right, wasn't he? He was the most valuable player at last year's NWAC championships. Here's the next pitch, check swing and fouled away, and the count evens out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Muzzy to be followed by Andrews and Hunter Cook here in the bottom of the second inning. Juarez is ready. Here's the pitch. That fastball wasted outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Muzzy. Lower Columbia went down 1-2-3 in the first. We'll see what happens here. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a foul. And the count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Red Devils in blue tops, red numerals edged in white with the white pants, and the Yaks in their black jerseys, gold lettering. Here's a pitch, and that's low, ball 4. Well, Muzzy draws the leadoff walk here in the bottom of the second inning, whereas his first walk of the afternoon. Again, the walks have come back and haunted teams so far. Everett twice today walked leadoff batters, first 2 batters, and it cost them 2 runs, and they end up losing by 2 runs to Edmonds 4-2. It's amazing how many times a leadoff walk will come around to score. So Noah Andrews steps to the plate for Lower Columbia, his first at bat. Muzzy takes his lead at first. Juarez from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and it's low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Andrews. Andrews from Tumwater. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. That fastball swung on and fouled back to the backstop, and the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And the sun has really broken through here, and tomorrow, I understand, is supposed to be the best day of the whole week. You can see the shot there. Just looks nothing but blue sky for the next few hours here. Another throw to first base. And again, the reason I mention that, because later in the ball game, it will become a problem for the right side of the infield, especially at first base. Should be looking into the sun. Juarez again from the stretch. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball hit towards the shortstop. Glove there, throw to second for 1. High throw to first, and safe at first base is Andrews. Muzzy retired as Parker got it to Nixon, but Nixon's relay throw was high and off the bag, and so Andrews is safe at first on the fielder's choice. 1 out though. That'll bring to the plate the second baseman for Lower Columbia, Hunter Cook. Cook with the number 13 on his jersey and a left-handed hitter. Steps on in, lead taken at first there by Andrews. And there he goes, pitches outside, throw down to second base, the slide, and he is safe at second base. Well, Andrews steals second base and ends up in scoring position with one out as a pitch missed outside. Again, the slide, you can see when they get there, they seem to almost pick up speed, and his foot nearly came off the bag. He's able to keep his right hand on the base, and he was ruled safe there. So the count, 1 ball and no strikes on Hunter Cook. Juarez ready. Here's the pitch, and Cook shows the bunt. The pitch misses high and away for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Cook. Freshman out of Redmond. He'll step back in. Again, a left-handed hitter versus a right-handed pitcher. Right side of the infield playing back, left side up, and now we have time called as Juarez took too long and Cook steps out. So 2 balls and no strikes still on Hunter Cook. Cook steps back in. Juarez is ready. A look back to second. Another look. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And it catches the outside corner, strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Cook. In the winner plays at 4:05 tomorrow. Getting the matchup set. We just don't know what times they are. And loser plays at 12:05. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. That ball is swung on and hit foul up the first base line. And now we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind picking up a bit now as the Stars and Stripes starting to get a little movement out there. Again, the way the wind blows this time of year, it blows in from left towards home, kind of keeps the ball in the park. Hard to hit it out. Get it to right, you got a good chance though. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball up the first base line. It'll go foul. And the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. People still arriving here for this ball game as we're just with 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd inning in a scoreless tie. So Cook will get readjusted, get himself back into the batter's box, and Juarez will be ready to deliver the pitch. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, swing and a chopper. It's going to go into left field for a base hit. So Cook goes the opposite way and just pokes it over the shortstop, and down to third base goes Noah Andrews. So that one goes into left field, and the Devils have runners at the corners with just 1 out. And that'll bring up the number 7 hitter for Lower Columbia, Blaze Arcano, the left fielder for Lower Columbia here this afternoon. Right-handed batter looking to deliver at least a fly ball, perhaps a base hit, and give his team the initial lead. Here's the first pitch, swing, and a bouncing ball hit towards the shortstop, and he went to throw it to second and dropped it. Packer went to, I think was looking to throw home, and then he lost control of the baseball. Might have been trying to go, well, it's hard to say on the replay, but he dropped the baseball, and we'll see how that's ruled. It's going to be an E6, and down to first base goes Arcano, and scoring from third is Noah Andrews. Down to second is Hunter Cook. So Lower Columbia takes the lead here 1-0 on the air by the shortstop Parker. Here's the pitch to the number 8 hitter, to Sean Johnson. It is high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, Parker unable to make the play, and it costs his team a run. Here's the pitch down low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And now we'll have a conversation between Juarez and Kirchhoff. Be sure to check out the NWAC on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. Right now, 1-0 Lower Columbia has used a fielder's choice, a single, and an error to plate the first run of the ball game. 1 run on 1 hit, and the Yaks no runs on 1 hit. Here's the ball hit to third base, throw down to second for 1, quick turn to first in time, and a double play. Harvey Nixon to Beck, and that's it for the Devils here in the second. They pick up a run, and after 2 innings of play, it's LCC 1, Yakima nothing.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut. No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
There is no obstacle an engineer can't tackle, build around, or blow up. Skilled and versatile, these soldiers pave the way, building fortifications, detecting and destroying mines, or restoring electricity after a natural disaster. Nothing stands in the way of a Guard engineer.
Top of the third for the Yaks. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Kirchhoff, Nixon, and McKenzie to face Yancey Bird. Bird has struck out 4 so far and only given up a single base hit in the first pitch to Kirchhoff, strike 1. No balls and a strike. Bird is ready. Here's the next pitch. Fastball fouled back to the screen, and the count, no balls and 2 strikes on Kirchhoff. The catcher for the Yaks, another Kennewick kid. And again, he's another Southbridge kid as the pitch misses for ball 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Kirchhoff. Here comes Bird's next pitch. Slider and a bit high perhaps. And the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hawkinson trying to frame the pitch, but Tyler Schmidt said nope. There's the next pitch. Swing. Fly ball hit into center field. Moving on over is Sandstrom. He's got it for out number 1. So 1 out here in the top of the third. Now bring up to the plate the number 9 hitter, Tyler Nixon. Nixon, the second baseman for Yakima Valley, comes from Big Sky Country over in Hamilton. First pitch to him, fastball inside corner, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Nixon. LCC 1, Yakima nothing, 1 out, top of the third inning. Nixon steps out. Now back in, Bird's ready. Here's the pitch. Check swing. They'll look down to first, and the appeal, and it's ruled a strike. But Nixon couldn't hold up. And the count now quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Nixon. McKenzie awaits on deck for the Yaks. Here's the next pitch. Swing, fouled away. The count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Dimensions here at Story Field, 306 down the left field line, 342 to left center, 387 to the center field alleys, and then you have to hit over the barn as the pitch misses for ball 1. You have to hit over the 20-foot barn in center, 354 to right center, and 326 to right field. Here's the next pitch, misses way outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Nixon. Bird will get a new baseball. Infield playing back deep, and the outfield shading Nixon to right. Here's the next pitch. A 1-hopper hit to the second baseman, Cook. He's got it, throws the first in time. And Nixon's retired for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down for Yakima here in the third. And we'll go to the top of the order and Cole McKenzie. McKenzie caught looking and is only at bat, a strikeout victim. Ian Bird has struck out 4, got 2 in the first, 2 in the second, but nobody punched out here in this inning yet. And the first pitch to McKenzie, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike on McKenzie. Here's the next pitch, swing fouled away. And now he's down on the count, no balls and 2 strikes. He'll step back in as Bird is ready. And here comes the 0-2 pitch, and that fastball is high, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter, McKenzie. Bird, he gets it and just goes. Here's the next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And McKenzie fans for the second time here this afternoon. After 2.5 innings of play, LCC 1, Yakima 0. Ready?
Nestled within tall trees and beautiful buildings, Pierce College has established itself as a national leader in improving student success. With 2 main campuses in Puyallup and Fort Steilacoom, and satellite campuses on Joint Base Lewis-McChord, Pierce College strives to create quality educational opportunities to help students realize their possibilities. As we celebrate 50 years in the community, Pierce College is proud to offer more than 60 programs of study with a fit for you, your life, your schedule, and your dream. Find your path, start at Pierce College today, and realize your possibilities. Visit pierce.ctc.edu.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you, for them, Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
I'm Deborah Jackson. I work at STCU. During the windstorm of 2015, we were expecting that members would need any number of things. I was talking with a colleague. It popped into my head that why can't we do something to help offset that cost for our members and our community? So that day we came up with the Get It Fixed loan. Everyone was on board with it. It was done that day. Being part of this community and involved and invested as we are, when we see a need like that, we take the action. I'm Deborah Jackson, and STCU is here for good.
Hodkinson will lead off for the Devils as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Hodkinson, the catcher for Lower Columbia, to face Juarez, and we'll go to the top of the order. He takes the first pitch for a ball. He'll be followed by Sandstrom, then Stickler. Hodkinson, the left-handed batter. He's a product of Melbourne, Australia. Again, there's 2 Aussies on this team, Trent Beacom and Hodkinson. I never talked to the young guys. I assume they have the accent. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That fastball, strike 1. 2 balls and a strike on Hodkinson. 1-0 LCC here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That fastball, strike 2. Hodkinson nods in agreement, and the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the other games earlier today, Edmonds eliminated Everett 4-2, and Spokane sent Lane packing by a score of 2-1. Spokane, kind of an enigma, knocked off Lynn Benton in the first game 4-3, which stopped Lynn Benton's 30-game winning streak. Ground ball hit up the first base line, grabbed there by Beck. He'll flip to the pitcher Juarez, and Hodkinson's retired for out number 1. And then they were thumped by LCC yesterday, then come back today and apparently scored an unearned run in the top of the 9th to beat Lane 2-1. So they've been up and down, but they are one of the final 4 teams, and they'll play tomorrow. Back to the top of the order, and Kyle Sandstrom. First pitch from Juarez, swing, popped off his foot, and that'll be a foul ball. No balls and 1 strike on Sandstrom. Grounded out to Nixon in his only at-bat. Lower Columbia leading Yakima by a score of 1-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning with 1 out. Sandstrom on the year, a .371 batting average, and he takes the next pitch down low for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. So again, tomorrow, LCC will play Edmonds. Here's the next pitch, and a check swing down low for ball 2. Yakima Valley will play Spokane. Just depends who wins as what time the games will be played. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. That one is low for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike on Sandstrom. Juarez has walked 1 and struck out no one here in the contest. But he's down in the count, 3-1. Here's the next pitch. Swing at a bouncing ball. Hit the Nixon again. He's got it, throws to first, and Sandstrom retired for the second out of the inning. So for the second time this afternoon, Sandstrom has rolled out to Nixon, and he becomes the second out here in the bottom of the third. I'm going to bring up the designated hitter for Lower Columbia, J.T. Strickler. Strickler 0 for 1 today. Flied out to Detloff in his only at bat. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Strickler. Infield plays back, outfield straight away. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball past the diving third baseman into left field for a base hit. Strickler the wide turn, and he'll go back to first base as he spanks it past the diving third baseman Harvey. And with 2 outs, the Red Devils have picked up their second safety of the ball game. That'll bring to the plate Sam Trend Beacom. Beacom, the first baseman for Lower Columbia, is 0 for 1. Grounded out to the shortstop. His first at bat. Torres from the stretch. The pitch. It's outside. It looked like it was kind of a pitch out. And the pitch is rule the ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Beacom, the number 28 on his back. 333 hitter. There's a throw to first base. And diving back is Strickler. 2-time West Region MVP, right? Yeah. So, doesn't happen very often. In fact, I think it's only happened once or twice. So, very rare. There goes the runner. There's a pitch low, and there'll be no throw. It's a head-first slide by Strickler. Low pitch, and really no chance for Kirchhoff to throw down to second base as the pitch was low, and now it's 2 balls and no strikes on Trend Beacom. 1-0 LCC, and now it moves a runner into scoring position with 2 outs. Juarez will work from the stretch, looks back. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Looks like he took a little bit off of that, and Beacom waved at it. Came up empty. Juarez ready once again. Comes a 2-1 pitch, that fastball bounced towards the second baseman. Nixon's got it, he'll throw to first in time, and Beacom's retired, and so are the Devils. After 3, your score, LCC 1, Yakima 0.
Ready for a new adventure? Study at Douglas College in Vancouver, Canada. Take a post-degree program and launch your career, or prepare to study at top Canadian universities. Become eligible for a 3-year work visa with a 2-year program. Choose success. Choose Douglas College.
All right, back here to David Story Field as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Dave Andrew here, thanks to Vern Foster for sitting in doing the first 3 innings for us. As we're in the Saturday big game 11, the 2 undefeated teams still left in the championship. Yakima Valley up to bat, trailing Lower Columbia 1-0 as Tanner Parker leads off. It's a grounder up the middle and into shallow left field for a base hit, and the leadoff hitter Tanner Parker reaches on the single, just past the shortstop for the Red Devils, Ricky Muzzy. Red Devils with a 1 run in the second. leading this one 1-0. Again, the winner of this game plays tomorrow. Brackets gets a little strange to some at the end, but bottom line is you win this game, you're going to play for a championship on Monday. As Johnny Sage steps in, looked at a strike 3 his last time up. First pitch from Red Devil pitcher Yancey Bird outside, ball 1. So nobody out here, top of the 4th. Tanner Parker with the base hit on first base. Johnny Sage, the left fielder, the number 3 hitter, steps in, facing Yancey Bird, the local kid out of Kelso High School. Pitch fouled away down towards the left field bleachers, and count evens up at 1-1. Edmonds and Spokane await tomorrow. The other two teams left in the championship started with 8, now down to 4. And after tomorrow, we'll have either 2 or 3 playing on Monday. That yet to be seen. The 1-1 pitch now. Bird checks the runner from the stretch. And here it comes. Just inside, a little low. Ball 2, 2-1 to count. Bird yet to walk anybody. He's given up the 2 hits. And, of course, no runs so far here through 3+ innings. 2-1 count upcoming to Johnny Sage. And here's the pitch. Just a bit high, I believe. 3 balls and a strike. Get a good look there at Johnny Sage, the left-handed hitter. Sophomore out of Spokane. Bird back up on the hill. Nobody out, runner on first base. Bird from the stretch. Looks in his catcher Hodkinson, and the pitch. Fouled right back in the net. We go full. Good crowd on here tonight. Of course, the crowds have been pretty good all week. It just kind of matters. And some of the teams have traveled better than others. Yakima is one of those that's traveled well. Of course, Lower Columbia has its faithful here, and a little warmer time of day and a good, lively crowd. Next pitch, strike 3 called. Sage takes it on the outside corner. He started to shuffle towards first. He is rung up. Second time today, a called 3rd strike on Sage. 1 out here in the 4th. Get a look at some of the crowd in the sunshine down here. And the old stadium here. These seats from old Six Stadium in Seattle. 1 out here in the top of the 4th, as you see. Red Devils leading Yakima 1-0. That'll bring up Zach Inskeep. Grounded out to second, his first time up, the designated hitter. Bird from the stretch, pitch, runner goes. Throw down by Hodkinson, and the runner is out stealing. Hunter Cook, the second baseman, covering with a quick tag, slapped it down quickly. You'll see the replay here as you see Cook coming over, got that tag and knotted out right on the rump, right on the backside, and the sliding Tanner Parker's out. 2-4, 2 down quickly. So Parker, who had singled, caught stealing. Zach Inskeep just took strike 2, so 0-2 the count. So just like that, Yancey Bird's a pitch away from getting out of a little bit of trouble. Curveball just outside, ball 1. Good 0-2 pitch right there. Boy, Hodkinson really put that throw on the money and had the second baseman covering based on the defensive position, and Cook with a great tag. Next pitch, strike 3 called, and just like that, the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit for Yakima, no Devil errors, nobody left. We played 3.5. Devils 1, Yak 0.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
Soldiers in the Guard's intelligence field gather information on the enemy using a variety of tactics. scanning foreign communications, conducting interrogations, and debriefing friendly contacts, all while delivering and coordinating data to help allies on the battlefield or stop civil emergencies. The enemy can't hide from Guard intelligence.
We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Well, Yancey Bird, after allowing the leadoff single, caught stealing and a couple strikeouts, and quickly that inning ended. Lower Columbia, the 1-0 lead, will see the middle of the lineup. Ricky Muzzy, the shortstop, the cleanup hitter. He walked his first time up. Noah Andrews and Hunter Cook to follow. 4-5-6 for the Red Devils with a 1-0 lead. Lucas Juarez has given up the one run here, one unearned run. And the Lower Columbia leads at 1-0. Next pitch, sliced out towards right, will go foul, and not out of play, but well foul. Just a strike for Muzzy. Evens the count up at 1-1. Ricky Muzzy was the MVP of this championship last year, headed to the University of Washington this fall. Outstanding player from the Whidbey Island area, Freeland, Washington, to be exact. It's been, I don't know if I'll call it an injury-filled season for Rick, but he has dealt with injuries, but appears healthy now. 1-1 count, pitch from Juarez to Muzzy. Lined up the middle, past the diving shortstop. Parker into left field, left center field for a base hit. Muzzy leads off with a single for Lower Columbia. Boy, with the sun, you get a nice glare off that turf, of course. When you come out here when there's no sun, it looks like a dirt infield, of course. That is field turf. Turf infield, grass outfield. Noah Andrews steps in, freshman out of Tumwater High School. Boy, he's had a solid season for Lower Columbia. First time up. He actually was the runner who scored for the Red Devils after reaching on a fielder's choice, stole a bag, and later came around to a score for the one run in this game. Throw over by Juarez, and back in is Muzzy. Muzzy can run. He's got good speed. He'll steal a bag. Juarez from the stretch. Pitch playward, bunted by Andrews. It's a good one. Pitcher Juarez goes and gets it. Throws to the first baseman covering further out, but Noah Andrews did his job. He reaches on the sacrifice out 1-3. First out for the Devils. On the play, Rick Muzzy, now perched on second. Hunter Cook singled his first time up. Cook, a freshman for the Red Devils out of Redmond, Washington. Played some shortstop when Muzzy was injured earlier, and now playing second. And boy, this guy can pick it in the middle infield. Left-handed hitting freshman for the Red Devils. Juarez gets a look back at Muzzy, showing the bunt and fouled away by Cook. So I coach softball here at Lower Columbia, and we'd call that a sneaky bunt. That's a softball term. I was trying to bunt for a base hit that time, no sacrifice on, and Cook from that left side just tried to drop one down and catch the infield napping, but fouled it right back in towards the catcher. Strike. I'll check that. They have 1-0 on the board. Was that not a foul ball? It was a foul ball. So no balls, one strike on Hunter Cook. Cook in an RBI situation with the runner on second. One down here, bottom of the fourth inning. Glad you could join us from Longview, Washington for Game 11 of the NWAC Championships. Juarez, a long look back at Muzzy. Muzzy dancing around out there. Pitch to Cook. Swing and a miss, strike two. Lucas Juarez, freshman out of Yakima, stayed close to home to go play college baseball. Why not? Head of the count, and now Cook will step out. Juarez, 14th game of the year, started 9. This is his 10th start of the season. He's ahead of the hitter Cook, 0-2. Couple looks back at Muzzy, pitch, a little low, blocked nicely by the catcher, smothered by the catcher Kirchhoff. No advance for Rick Muzzy. Hunter Cook up close to that line on the inside part of that box, the left-handed box, in the crouch, pitch, breaking ball, strike three called, and that was a dandy. Just froze Cook, and he is the first strikeout of the game for Juarez. Well, that's a pretty hook that time for Juarez. That'll bring up Blaze Arcano, the Red Devil left fielder. 2 down now. Muzzy in scoring position at second after the single to open the inning. Pitch to Arcano. Hit right at the shortstop. Hit hard. But Tanner Parker right there gloved it for the out. That ends the Devil rally. We played 4 full. Devils 1, Yak 0. Back after this.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn and Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has never been brighter. 3 strong brands, an expanding portfolio, industry-leading innovation with turnkey solutions, simple fee structures, areas of protection, continued support from day one. We make partnerships easy. Reach a new breed of traveler with RLHC.
We go to the top of the 5th inning. Tyler Detloff, Bryce Beck, Kyle Harvey, 5, 6, 7 for Yakima. Stepping in to face Yancey Bird of the Red Devils. Detloff, one of 7 strikeout victims. And it's first time up, first pitch, swing and a miss. I'd like to say hello to Yakima Valley head coach Kyle Crustangel. Guessing Kyle's watching us today, and glad you could turn us on. I know you were very proud of Cash Ulrich and coaching staff for Yakima, handling the duties here. Outstanding club put together by Coach Crustangel here in the Yakima Valley Yaks. Next pitch fouled away by Detloff. 0-2 quickly the count. Breaking ball hangs inside, ball 1. Well, Yancey Bird prepped right across the Cowlitz River at Kelso High School. Kind of a legend as just being one of those kids with a live arm. Ball chopped high in the air. Comes down to Bird and throws to first, and beating it out by a half step was Detloff. We'll see if could be a challenger. That's very, very close. Boy, nothing that Bird or Hodkins could do that time, as the ball was just chopped straight into the turf, high in the air. You see the throw. Looks like he was safe. Looks like the call was right. There will be no challenge. Of course, we do have replay here as Detloff reaches on the infield single.
First baseman, number 25.
No worse feeling for an infielder just standing there helplessly while the guy's running to first base. If it's a pop-up, you know you're okay, but on a ball that hit the carpet first, and Detloff legs it out for the leadoff base hit. Second inning in a row that Yakima's led off with a single. Bryce Beck steps in. He doubled with 2 outs in the second inning. Pitch outside. Let's talk about Yancey Bird. You know, Yancey is a 15-year-old, pitched on this field in a Babe Ruth World Series for the Kelso Babe Ruth All-Stars. Threw a lot of pitches that week, and prepped at Kelso High School, and sat out last year, and is here as a redshirt freshman for Lower Columbia this year. 1-0 pitch, fouled away by Bryce Beck. And counts 1-1. Bryce Beck hitting .268 coming into the championship. 1 home run, 25 RBI. Plays first base for the Yaks. He's talking about Coach Crust Angel, of course, he was the skipper of the 2016 champs who won it right here on this field. Beat Everett. Really a classy program. Yakima has so much history, and there was a period where it kind of fell off a bit. And under the watchful eye of Kyle, boy, it's right back up there, and it is in the mix with Lower Columbia and Edmonds and others that year in and year out are at the top. Everett's been strong the last few years. Tacoma, of course. Mount Hood not here this year. Bellevue neither, but those, again, great programs in amongst the NWAC. 2-1 pitch upcoming to Bryce Beck. Outside, ball 3. Leadoff hitter Tyler Detloff is on at first base after the high chopping infield single. 3-1 count now on Bryce Beck. That gets a long look at his coach Cash Ulrich down there in the third base box. Three-one pitch, strike on the corner, goes full. Of course, one of the assistants for Yakima Valley is Tyler Von Drasik, who prepped at Ari Long High School about a mile from here as the crow flies. Tyler's a great young guy and played at Yakima Valley, now coaching. Had a chance to talk to him before the game. Whenever we introduce him, we always say welcome home, and he said how much he appreciates that. Nice to hear, but good kid. 3-2 pitch upcoming. It's outside. Ball 4, and Yakima's got a little something going here with no outs in the fifth. Check that. And the catcher, Chase Hodkinson, will run out and talk to Yancey Bird while Yancey ties the shoe. Be a mound visit. Is that Coach Littlefield? Is that Coach Lane? There we go. That makes more sense. Coach Ryan Littlefield, former Red Devil, along with Coach Eric Lane. 2 of the 3 members are former players here at Lower Columbia. Clark College in Vancouver, Washington is rolling for summer quarter. Whether you want to advance your career, complete a degree, or earn your high school diploma, Clark College can help you reach your goals. Visit clark.edu to learn more. Quick visit there by Coach Lane as the Yakima group. They're down by 1, but having fun over there in the third base dugout. Exhorting the crowd to stand up. A lot of bleach over there. Good tight team and represented their community well here at the championship. All right, 2 on for Yakima. Nobody out here in the 5th. Lower Columbia leads it 1-0 as Kyle Harvey steps in. Harvey, the third baseman, struck out his last time up. First time in the game that Yakima's had 2 runners on, and we're in the 5th. Pitch, bunted, might roll foul, and it does. Deshaun Johnson of the Devils goes in and touches it. We did have a couple today. One just absolutely died in the first game today. Edmonds and Everett just died on the line about halfway up, and then we had another one roll all the way down and just kissed third base, and that's a fair ball as well. That one rolled foul for strike 1. A couple good games here already. Edmonds beat Everett 4-2, and a 2-1 game just finished before this. Spokane eliminated Lane from the championship. 0-1 pitch to Harvey, showing bunt, pops it up. Devils might get it out, they do. Deshaun Johnson, the third baseman, pops in quickly, and the bunt doesn't work. And boy, that's always that tough run back to the dugout if you pop up the bunt. So Harvey is out, no advance on the F5. Jake Kirchhoff next in for Yakima Valley. The catcher. Detloff at second, Beck at first for the Yaks. In the top of the 5th inning, pitch at the knee, strike 1. Tell you what, you come throw about 80 pitches there. You just get the cap tipped and get the win. That's a money pitch right there at the corner at the knees. Next pitch by Bird to the second baseman, Cook, to Muzzy for 1. The relay, double play. Trent Beacom was pulled up off the bag, but the first base umpire, Eric Holden, said he got it back down. We'll see. Of course, we've got replay here, but for the moment, that's the inning-ending double play, and we'll keep it here. You see, to Muzzy The throw, Beacom, Trent, oh, he's out. That's a great job by Trent Beacom to get the right foot back on the pillow. That's a double play, and that'll end the inning. We've played 5. They're 4.5. Our score, Red Devils 1, Yakima 0.
Medical specialists in the Guard are skilled in CPR, field triage, and emergency life support. Medics stabilize and evac the wounded during combat, come to the aid of civilians in a disaster, and provide day-to-day outpatient care. Medical specialists are saving lives on and off the battlefield.
Ready for a new adventure? Study at Douglas College in Vancouver, Canada. Take a post-degree program and launch your career, or prepare to study at top Canadian universities. Become eligible for a 3-year work visa with a 2-year program. Choose success. Choose Douglas College.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you. For them. Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
Well, while we were away, there was a replay review, and as I suggested, it would not work, as it was very clear that Sam Trent Beacom right there got that foot back down. The first base umpire, Eric Holden, was right on it. The double play was finished, and the Red Devils get the double play. Second straight inning where Riancy Bird got out of a little bit of hot water. This time he had 2 on with nobody out, and gets the inning double play after the popped up bunt. We go to bottom of the 5th with the Red Devils up 1-0. Be sure to check the NWAC out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Red Devils leading 8-9-1. Johnson, Hodkinson, and then Kyle Sandstrom top of the order to face Lucas Juarez. Pitch to Deshaun Johnson. Johnson had a big play in that inning as he was able to pop in and catch the bunt that was popped up to get the first out of that inning. First pitch to Deshaun is high, ball 1. Next pitch, hit towards the third baseman, picked nicely there by Harvey, and throws across to the first baseman Beck for 1 down. Boy, Harvey went to the backhand and really picked it nicely off the turf here and threw across quickly for the put out 5-3, 1 down. Red Devil catcher Chase Hodkinson checks in. Chase was out his first time up. First baseman to the pitcher covering. Chase, the Red Devil sophomore out of Melbourne, Australia, and I will take this time to say hello down under. I know his mother is here. I don't know if any other family is, but I know there's folks in Australia watching both Sam Trent Beacom and Chase Hodkinson in this tournament. Try to do some quick math here. It's 7 o'clock here. I think it's probably 2 or 3 in the afternoon, maybe, in Melbourne. John, you can check that out for me. It's Sunday. It'll be Sunday there afternoon. 2-1 pitch to Chase, hit to center, in his tracks. Hardly had to move a step. Cole McKenzie, and he catches it for out number 2. Noon. Okay, I got a little ahead of myself. Hello at lunchtime on Sunday in Melbourne. Top of the order for the Red Devils. Chase Sandstrom 0 for 2. 2 ground outs to Tyler Nixon at second base. We're in the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Lower Columbia. The loser of this game is not out of the championship, but the winner is guaranteed to play for the championship on Monday. There's still business tomorrow, and we'll kind of sort that all out when the game ends. Next pitch, ball 2, 2-0 to Sandstrom. 2 out here. Next pitch low, ball 3. .3-0 pitch to Kyle Sandstrom. It's a strike. 3-1 the count. Boy, Sandstrom has been a fixture in center field for 2 seasons for the Red Devils. He will be missed. Little chopper, first baseman comes in, pitcher covering, and the out is recorded, and quickly the Devils go down. 1-2-3 here in the 5th. We've played 5 full. Our score remains Lower Columbia 1, Yakima Valley 0.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
We go to the 6th inning here at David Story Field. 14th consecutive year that Lower Columbia College has hosted the NWAC Baseball Championships. The Devil has been hosted here more than that, but it's been 2005 and on, the 14th straight season. And boy, it just keeps on rolling. Really, really well-run tournament as Tyler Nixon will lead it off for Yakima Valley. Yancey Bird's pitch on the corner. Strike 1. We'll see if we can get a pitch count on Yancey Bird at this point through 5 innings. 0-1 pitch, just a little low. Ball 1, 1-1. Bird came into the inning with 81 pitches, 54 for strikes. Next pitch outside. Catcher Hodgkinson had to do a little quick grab and twist to catch that one. Wouldn't have mattered, nobody on base, of course, here with the leadoff hitter. Count goes 2-1 on Tyler Nixon, who grounded out to second his first time up. Fouls this one out of play. Boy, once again, a very live, very good crowd here this afternoon, and what a beautiful day. Lower Columbia has played its first 2 games. We're slated for 7:35 starts. Got started more like 8 o'clock. Actually, it was pretty chilly by the time it ended. Not the case at all here today with an earlier start. Next pitch, little kind of a half blooping line drive, hit right to Sam Tren-Beacom at first. He easily grabs it for 1 out. Top of the order for Yakima Valley, Cole McKenzie. McKenzie struck out twice, once looking, once swinging. Inside corner and a dandy fastball right there, strike 1. Like they said, pitchers, that's the best pitch in baseball, strike 1. Next pitch to Yancey, or by Yancey. Base hit into right field. And McKenzie's on base. Lined a ball through the gap, or through the hole between first and second. Scooped up out there by Noah Andrews of the Red Devils. And with 1 down, Cole McKenzie on first base for Yakima Valley.
Shortstop, number 4, Tanner Parker.
Tanner Parker singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. The Yakima Valley shortstop. Parker at .319 coming into the championship. With 1 out, not in a sacrifice situation. First pitch, a little bit outside, ball 1. Shadow starting to creep across left field, and third base now in a shadow. Of course, you got the big maple trees out the behind the party deck and the area out to the left field. You see the shadows, there they are. Good shot, creeping in. 1-0 pitch, Bird with a long look in. Blooped into center field, that's gonna be a base hit. Sandstrom had his arm in the air, but not able to get to it. And now the ball gets away as the ball rolls into foul territory, and on the There'll be, I believe, a throwing error will allow the runners to advance. Not sure exactly what happened there. Sandstrom with kind of a routine looking throw going in towards third. It got by everybody. So we can get a look at it here. And just like that, Yakima Valley with one out has two runners in scoring position. Sandstrom's throw, and I lost it in the picture there, but it got away. It rolled in towards the Yakima Valley dugout, and that allowed the runners, you see on your picture there, Cole McKenzie to go all the way from second to third. He had stopped at second base. That changes everything. You got no force, no double play or routine double play, as Johnny Sage steps in, the number 3 hitter and the top hitter on this team. Guy who hit .406 on the regular season. McKenzie at third, Parker at second, one out here in the 6th. Lower Columbia with a 1-run lead. Pitch to Sage, swinging and fouled. Strike one. Red Devil middle infield playing normal depth, so looking for an out here rather than a play at the plate. Just wants to get an out with a 1-0 lead. Oh, 1 pitch from Bird to Sage. Grounded. Or lashed, I should say, to Johnson, the third baseman, and he snags the line drive, and that's 2 down. So Sage lines out to Deshaun Johnson, the Red Devil third baseman. And now with 2 down, we have Zach Inskeep. Big right-handed hitter. Found his way to Yakima Valley from Coos Bay, Oregon. Pitch to Inskeep, rides inside, ball 1. Visited with Sam Barbie today, a sports writer from Coos Bay, Oregon, with family ties here. He's up watching the championship. Guessing he covered Zach Inskeep in high school baseball. 1-0 pitch to Inskeep. Takes a strike on the corner. Checked his swing. Strike one called, 1-1 the count. Well, Yancey Bird's pitched out of hot water. We'll say warm water in the 5th. Sort of hot in the 5th and real hot here, and he's got a chance to get out of a tough situation. Got a 1-1 count on the cleanup hitter, Zach Inskeep. Pitch, strike on the corner. In the 4th, the leadoff hitter got on for Yakima. Stranded, was caught stealing. Last inning, had runners on at first and second with nobody out. Devils got out of it with the help of a popped-up bunt and a double play. And here with guys on second and third with 1 out, got the line out by Sage, and now a 1-2 count upcoming on Zach Inskeep. Big moment in this game. And now timeout called at the plate by Inskeep, the big right-handed hitter. Got 4 home runs, 48 RBI in the year. The guy that just made the out, Sage, by far the leading RBI man with 67 coming in for the Yaks. Inskeep steps back in. And that crouch, open stance, pitch, fouled right back in my eyes and stays 1-2. Just missed that one. One ball, 2 strikes to count on Zach Inskeep. McKenzie at third, Parker at second. The 1-2 pitch upcoming from Yancey Bird. Pitch high, ball 2. Inskeep had to move the chin back to keep it out of the way there, and the count now 2-2. The sounds of College Baseball Park, you just gotta love it. There's not thousands of people here, but there's hundreds, and they're alive and enjoying themselves. And you got the chatter from the dugouts, and that's what it's all about. A lot of fun here at this championship. We're in game number 11 and a big moment. Bird, a long look in, pitching from the stretch with 2 on. 2-2 pitch to Inskeep. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove of Hodkinson, and Yancey Bird and the Devils have escaped. We've played 6 They're 5.5 innings. Red Devils 1, Yakima 0.
My name is John Archuleta, and I'm a loan service bankruptcy officer with STCU. I help members that are struggling with their financial obligations. A lot of times people feel as if they're not good enough. Their finances are telling them that they should have known better. Our goal really is the financial health and well-being of the member. We are our members are us. We don't have investors here. We're not protecting the investor's bottom line. No matter what's going on, we're dealing with people's lives. I'm John Archuleta, and STCU is here for good.
Nestled within tall trees and beautiful buildings, Pierce College has established itself as a national leader in improving student success. With 2 main campuses in Puyallup and Fort Steilacoom, and satellite campuses on Joint Base Lewis-McChord, Pierce College strives to create quality educational opportunities to help students realize their possibilities. As we celebrate 50 years in the community, Pierce College is proud to offer more than 60 programs of study with a fit for you, your life, your schedule, and your dream. Find your path, start at Pierce College today, and realize your possibilities. Visit pierce.ctc.edu.
Back here to the 6th inning, the home half, the Red Devil half is, boy, the Red Devil partials here. Really excited about Yancey Bird just pitching out of that jam. Got his 8th strikeout of the game when he fanned Inskeep to end the inning. Still 1-0 Lower Columbia. JT Strickler takes strike 1 from Lucas Juarez. Next pitch outside, a little low, 1-1. Strickler, the designated hitter. One of those redshirt guys, a third-year sophomore, an outstanding one for the Red Devils. 1-1 pitch to JT. Breaking ball and chop foul. 1-2 the count. JT out of Meridian, Idaho. It's in the Boise area. Of course, if you're into Babe Ruth baseball, Meridian, Idaho is a hotbed of Babe Ruth baseball. Pitches Strickler outside. When Meridian, always outstanding teams and hosts a lot of Babe Ruth tournaments from all ages. Strickler from that area. Count 2-2 on the Red Devil designated hitter. Pitches Strickler outside. One thing that JT's pretty good at is getting hit by pitches. He got hit twice last night that brought him within 1 of Sam Trent Beacom, who leads the Red Devils. I believe Trent Beacom has 14 and now Strickler 13 on the year. He got plunked twice last night. 3-2 pitch to Strickler. That one he swings and misses, and he's the second strikeout victim of Juarez here to lead off this inning. Strickler only struck out 8 times during the regular season, so you don't see that too often. And the aforementioned Sam Trent Beacom will step in. Sam also out of Melbourne, Australia, along with his friend Chase Hodkinson. First pitch outside, ball 1. Good pitcher's duel here. Right now, Yancey Bird is winning it, but by the slimmest of margins, 1-0. Lucas Juarez, the pitcher for the Yaks. Next pitch, also a little low, ball 2. Quickly 2-0 on Sam Trent Beacom. Trent Beacom, the Red Devils leader in long balls this year, had 7 coming in, also leads in RBIs with 38. Loses his bat, pops it up, and the second baseman ranges it back a bit, Tyler Nixon, and quickly 2 outs. Somebody's got to go retrieve Trent Beacom's bat. 2 down here.
Shortstop, number 7, Ricky Muzzy.
Eighth consecutive Red Devil retired by Juarez since a single by Muzzy back in the 4th, and now Muzzy's the batter with 2 down. Pitch to Muzzy, turns the shoulder and takes it inside, ball 1. So Muzzy led off the 4th with a single, and since then Juarez has retired 8 consecutive Red Devils. Pitch, Muzzy, a little below the knees, ball 2. Juarez takes a little walk. Now back up on that hill here, that turf hill at Story Field. Pitch to Muzzy, ball 3, high. Muzzy, a 291 hitter, and he brought it up a lot late. Again, Rick, the MVP of this tournament last year, an outstanding player, signed with Washington, just battled injuries through so much of the season. Takes that one for a strike, 3-1. He's kind of one of those just really quiet, polite kids, but man, he is an assassin on the field. The guy can hit and run, play defense. 3-1 pitch to Muzzy. Ball 4, tad bit low, and he's on first base with 2 outs. That'll bring up Noah Andrews. Andrews 0 for 2. He did score the lone run of the game after reaching on a fielder's choice in the second. See if Muzzy goes here with 2 outs. Pitched low, smothered by Kirchhoff, and I'm guessing Muzzy was wishing he would have gone on. The ball just escaped by a few inches, but Kirchhoff did a good job of keeping in front of him. Long look into the dugout to get a sign. You get a good look at Jake right there. Getting ready to receive the pitch from Lucas Juarez. Now Juarez will throw over, and Muzzy back in on his belly. Two down here in the bottom of the 6th. Still 1-0 Lower Columbia. Pitch to Andrews outside. Framed there by Kirchhoff, but the ball was in the other batter's box. 2 balls and no strikes. So we've seen this inning, Juarez go 2-0 on 3 different hitters. Hasn't worked out too bad yet. He's just got the 1 on here with 2 down. 2-0 pitch upcoming to Andrews. Pitch, chop, lined up the middle. It's a base hit. Muzzy will have to stop at second as Andrews lined that ball on a hop into the outfield, fielded by Cole McKenzie in center, and Red Devils with 2 down have 2 on. We'll have a visit to the mound. So I learned a lesson last night. My broadcast partner, Kirk Rowland, referred to a really big young man for one of the teams last night as a large mammal. And that made it onto Twitter today. I don't know if Kirk knew that or not, but that young man took that snippet off this broadcast and said, I've been called a large mammal. So I'm not calling anybody that tonight. Kirk, you're famous. If you weren't before, you are now. All right, the mound visit is over. And Hunter Cook will step in for the Red Devils. Hey, if nothing else, we have fun here at this NWAC championship. It's called a labor of love here.
Number 13, Hunter.
And Hunter Cook will step in. He's got Muzzy on at second, Andrews at first, 2 outs here in the 6th. Boy, of course, Lower Columbia would like to play some more runs, just up by the score of 1-0 here in the 6th. And now Juarez takes too long, and Hunter Cook says, enough of that, I'm going to step out. You know, the Red Devils have these camo-colored jackets they wear in the off-season. I'll get back to that in a second. Pitch to Cook, outside ball 1. And on the back it says, be the hunter. And I always talk to Hunter when I see him. I said, hey, you got that one named after you, because you are the hunter. He's Hunter Cook. Of course, the Devils came in, turning around, being the hunted as the defending champs. 1-0 the count. On the batter, Hunter Cook. Pitch, strike at the knees. That's pretty pitch. And now the count evens at 1-1. Cook out of Redmond, Washington. Of course, that's up in Microsoft territory. East King County. Pitch to Cook. Just inside. Boy, that's a good looking pitch, and Juarez wanted it. 2-1. Memo to self. Wash this window tonight. Boy, that sun is glaring in over the maple trees, over the concession stand, and it is a tough vision. Glad I have my monitor here to call this thing. 2-1 the count on the Red Devil hitter, Hunter Cook. Well, you get a look at it. It's a beautiful day, no complaints. You get a good glare coming in this time of night. Pitch to Cook, high, takes it inside, 3-1. Strickler opened the inning, striking out. Trent Beacom lined out to the second baseman, or popped out to the second baseman, but Muzzy with a walk, Andrews the single, and now a 3-1 count coming up to the number 6 hitter for the Red Devils, Hunter Cook. Get a good look at Hunter there. Juarez, long look back at Muzzy. Play a little cat and mouse out there with a shortstop Parker, and now time called. Now, two of the teams that came into this thing as favorites. One of the others was Lynn Benton. Boy, Lynn Benton came in 42-2 and lost two very close games and had to go home. What a season, 42-4. Pitch to Hunter Cook, hit towards left, in the gap, coming over, a diving catch. It's on the ground, the Devils are gonna score a run. As the left fielder Sage with a belly out dive, couldn't come up with it, and Hunter Cook with an RBI single has given the Devils a 2-0 lead. Boy, just blooped out there into no man's land, the Bermuda Triangle between shortstop, center, right. You saw Sage belly out and couldn't come up with it. Muzzy with 2 outs, of course, running all the way. Boy, that's where it's a benefit to have 2 outs because you can be running with no fear, and he was able to score. That'll bring up Blaze Arcano. On the play, Andrews motored all the way over to third. So the bloop RBI single by Hunter Cook gives Lower Columbia a 2-0 lead. Arcano, the left field, now the look at third, fake, look at first. 2-0 Lower Columbia. We're in the 6th. This all happening with 2 outs. This is a 2-run rally, or a 2-out rally, I should say. Pitch, dark, Arcano, hit towards center, coasting back, McKenzie sizes it up, and fairly deep in center makes the catch. But the Red Devils with a run on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We've played 6, Lower Columbia 2, Yakima Valley 0.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
We go to the 7th inning. Lower Columbia adding a run in the 6th, now leading Yakima Valley 2-0. As Tyler Detloff, Bryce Beck, and Kyle Harvey, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, will step in for Yakima. Boy, the Yaks have had base runners each of the last 3 innings. Nothing to show for it. Grounder. Cook gobbles it up, and 1 pitch, 1 down. For Yakima Valley as Cook throws it across to Trent Beacom, and there's 1 down. Boy, one thing about this turf is the hops are true. Bryce Beck has the only extra base hit of the game. Double back in the 2nd. Stranded there. First pitch of ball 1. No activity in the Red Devil bullpen. Birds pitching into the 7th here. Yakima Valley and Lower Columbia will both play tomorrow, regardless of how this game comes out. Lower Columbia will play Edmonds, and Yakima Valley will play Spokane. The team that loses this game must win tomorrow to play on Monday. Ground ball to Cook on a knee, and quickly 2 outs. 2 up, 2 4-3s, and Yakima Valley has 2 down quickly. That'll bring up Kyle Harvey. Deshaun Johnson has played second base much of the season for the Red Devils. He's shifted to third for the championship, and Cook, who's played a lot of short with Muzzy's injuries, now playing second, doing a good job. First pitch to Harvey, fouled away and out of play. Get a look back at the LCC library behind us here. Boy, that roof's taken a couple foul balls over the years. Of course, closed today over the Saturday and the long weekend. Boy, Bird working quickly. Pitch just outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Kyle Harvey. Harvey hitting .307 coming into the championship. He's the third baseman. Bird's pitch to Harvey outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two down here. We're in the top of the 7th. Getting ready for that 7th inning stretch. We'll correct the graphic here, which says 6. It is the 7th inning. And the Devils with a 2-0 lead. Pitch fouled down the right side. It'll go foul. Andrews chasing, but won't get there, and it falls harmlessly in foul territory down towards the Red Devil bullpen. And that evens the count at 2-2. Deuce is wild on that board up there with number 2 hitting. 2-2 count, 2 down here in the 7th inning. Bird to the wind, the pitch, chop to Muzzy. I said chopped, it was actually looped, and he caught it. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. Is a quick inning for Yancey Bird. We have the stretch. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Devils 2, Yak 0.
Station Portland on space to ground 3. Ready to close valve 2. Valve
1. As certified jumpers, divers, and survival experts, Special Forces are dropped behind enemy lines to train foreign fighters, carry out covert missions, or prevent future conflicts. These soldiers live for the challenge, highly trained and highly intelligent. Special Forces soldiers are the best of the best.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you. For them. Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
Back here to the middle to the 7th inning. The Red Devils turn at the plate as the home team, leading 2-0. Deshaun Johnson steps in for Lower Columbia. The third baseman and the 8-hitter takes strike 1. Next pitch by Juarez, breaking ball, strike 2 called. Red Devils with 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. Yakima Valley, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error. So matching in the hits and errors column, but not in that all-important run column. Devils with the edge. Johnson fighting off an outside pitch. Strokes it towards second, and a nice running catch by Tyler Nixon. That time, Johnson was fooled and just kind of reached out and tried to punch it into right field. Hung up a little too much, and Tyler Nixon with a great jump on the ball. Able to jump and grab it, pull it out of the air for out number 1. The Red Devil catcher Chase Hodgkinson up to the plate. Left-handed hitter with 1 down here in the 7th. First pitch outside, ball 1. Get a good look there at Lucas Juarez. Pitch a very nice game. But down 2-0. Chase, grounder to second. This time a little easier play for Nixon, and quickly 2 down as Chase Hodgkinson is retired 4-3 for the second out. Red Devils will roll over the lineup here as Kyle Sandstrom will step in. It was the last inning when Lower Columbia made 2 quick outs and got a walk, a single, and scored a run. All with 2 outs. Pitch to Sandstrom, the left-handed hitter out of out of the Bellingham area, is out of Ferndale actually, up there in the heading north. Great athletic lead up there with Anacortes, Ferndale, and the Bellingham schools, Linden, of course, Burlington. Standing athletics area in this part of the state. 1-1 pitch is taken. Check that call to strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sandstrom. The Red Devils center fielder. Pitch to Kyle. Swing and a miss on the slow stuff. And that was a fast inning for Juarez and the Yaks. Nothing doing for the Devils in the 7th. We'll head to the 8th. Still 2-0, Lower Columbia.
Nestled within tall trees and beautiful buildings, Pierce College has established itself as a national leader in improving student success. With 2 main campuses in Puyallup and Fort Steilacoom, and satellite campuses on Joint Base Lewis-McChord, Pierce College strives to create quality educational opportunities to help students realize their possibilities. As we celebrate 50 years in the community, Pierce College is proud to offer more than 60 programs of study with a fit for you, your life, your schedule, and your dream. Find your path, start at Pierce College today, and realize your possibilities. Visit pierce.ctc.edu.
Ready for a new adventure? Study at Douglas College in Vancouver, Canada. Take a post-degree program and launch your career, or prepare to study at top Canadian universities. Become eligible for a 3-year work visa with a 2-year program. Choose success. Choose Douglas College.
All right, you get a good look at the scoreboard here at Davis Story Field. A lot of zeros on there. Those 2 singles are for the home team, in this case, Lower Columbia College. Not the home team because they play here, the home team because they won the coin flip. And we go to the 8th now with the Devils leading Yakima Valley 2-0. First pitch to Yakima's catcher, Jake Kirchhoff, taken for a strike. Yancey Bird has 8 strikeouts in this game, has walked just 1, allowed 5 hits and no runs. And a commanding performance so far through 7 innings. Next pitch is a ball, 1-1 the count on Kirchhoff. Low and outside, 2-1 the count. Kirchhoff, Nixon, those are the 8 and 9 hitters. Then roll the lineup over to Cole McKenzie for Yakima Valley here in the 8th. Bird, after going down in the count, 2-1, goes that little talk with himself, walks off the mound, now back up on that hill and back to the wind. Pitch. Well, that talk must have worked because that was a beautiful strike on the outside corner, 2-2, the count on Kirchhoff. Big Bird up there just working fast. In a tempo, swing and a miss. Ball might have been a little bit outside, but the breaking ball fooled Kirchhoff, and that's the 9th strikeout for Yancey Bird. Tyler Nixon, 0 for 2, ground out to second, and a pop up to the third baseman, or excuse me, the first baseman for his 2 out. There's 2 at bats so far. Pitch, just 1 outside, ball 1. Well, Yancey Bird is wasting no time. Catch ball, look in, step on rubber, I'm ready to go. He's got 1 out here in the 8th. Pitch, strike at the knees, 1-1. I'm surprised Tyler Nixon isn't trying to interrupt his mojo a little bit. Strike, another ball down in the strike zone. Strike 2, 1-2 the count. Now Nixon will back out, adjust the gloves, readjust. Bird back up in the hill. Wind, pitch, low, ball 2. Boy, just a good live crowd here at David Story Field. Day 3 of this 5-day championship. Pitch just missed outside. Full count now on Tyler Nixon. Nixon with the big deep breath in there. Back in there in the 3-2 count. Get a good look at the right-handed hitter. Bird ball behind him. Now to his wind and the pitch. Grounded. Slow hopper picked up by Deshaun Johnson, and that'll be an infield single for Tyler Nixon. There's no play for Johnson, the third baseman's ball just way too slowly. And Nixon beats it out easily. And with 1 out, he's on first base. Top of the lineup for the Yaks. Yaks looking for runs, down 2-0 here in the 8th inning. 1 out in the 8th. McKenzie, the left-handed hitter, will step in. He's 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a single. Pitch by Bird, showed bunt, brought it back. He'd be bunting for a base hit there if he's going to lay it down. Ball 1 call. McKenzie, a .365 hitter. Got a little pops, hit 3 home runs this year. Yakima Valley, the first team out of the chute on Thursday morning, beat Lane. Been a very good game yesterday, beat Edmonds 2-0 in a pitcher's duel. Grounded up the middle off the glove of Bird into center field. That's a base hit. Bird got the tip of the glove on it, but enough to slow it down. And Yakima with 2 on here with 1 out. McKenzie's second hit of the night. Now pitching coach Ian Sanderson will saunter out to the mound. We are neighbors helping neighbors through a tradition of service with more than 6,000 citizen soldiers, which comprise our ranks through the Washington State, of course, the Washington National Guard. Guardsmen faithfully safeguard lives and property at home and abroad. National Guard soldiers and readiness centers are an integral part of Washington State's communities and will continue to be for generations to come. To learn more about the Washington National Guard, visit nationalguard.com or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. Also, be sure to check out the NWAC on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for all the latest NWAC news. And also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedule, scores, stats, and more. Plate umpire Tyler Schmidt will go break up the Devil party there at the mound. Coach Sanderson, the pitching coach, had his say with Yancey Bird. And with 2 on and 1 out, Tanner Parker will step in for Yakima Valley. Of course, if you're around Lower Columbia College athletics, you know what Coach Sanderson's other job is. He runs study table, and he's tough. You got to be, if you're not there, you're going to hear about it. He does a great job with it, actually, and grateful for that. Tanner Parker has a couple hits. He steps in with 2 on here. Pitch to Parker, a little bit low, ball 1. Parker flew out in the first inning, singled and was caught stealing in the 4th, singled and stranded in the 6th. Big moment in this game. LCC with a 2-0 lead, but that tying run on at first base. 1-0 pitch upcoming to Tanner Parker. Bird, a long look back at second, takes a second look. Ball slash foul. At the left side, evens count up at 1-1. Nixon, who singled on at second. McKenzie, who singled at first. 1-1. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count here. Pitch high, ball 2. That'll make it 2-1. Boy, the voices have picked up out of that third base dugout. That's where the Yaks are. They're sensing a chance here. Of course, the Devil faithful would like to see a double play ball. There is activity in the Red Devil bullpen here in the 8th. Bird from the stretch. Checks a runner at second. Now steps off. Of course, that raises the voices a little bit out of the Yakima dugout. trying to rattle the Red Devil pitcher. And there's nothing wrong with that. Good, clean fun. Trying to gain an advantage. 2 balls and 1 strike here in the 8th inning, 1 down. Left-handed hitter. Parker waiting, pitch. Fouled it out of play, and the count goes 2-2. See what Yancey Bird could summon here. He'd love nothing more than to get of course, his first choice would be a double play ball. He'd take a strikeout, a pop-up, anything to get an out and keep these runners from advancing. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tanner Parker. If I call him Tyler, I apologize. Tanner Parker. Stretch, Bird, pitch, fouled away again. The at-bat will continue for Tanner Parker. Parker, like most of his teammates, one of those stirrups down there. Horizontal stripes, looking good. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count on Parker, the shortstop for Yakima Valley. Put that bat on his left shoulder, now picks it up and off, shaking that left elbow, takes the pitch just outside. Hodgkinson checks the runner down at first, no throw, and now we have a full count. Of course, if it's a full count with 2 outs, the runners are moving. Let's see if acting head coach Cash Ulrich puts his runners in motion with 3-2 count and 1 out. Got a good contact guy up at the plate. Bird, a long look in, standing in that stretch. Runners are not going. Grounded into right field. Here comes Andrews on the do or die. Here comes the throw home. Safe. Chase Hodgkinson is asking for a replay. But Nixon all the way from second sliding in. A very close play. An outstanding throw by Andrews from right field. And on one hop, Hodgkinson slapped the tag down. And we'll see if we're going to go to replay on this one. I'm going to look at it first. Boy, it looks like the hand beat the tag. The tag was on the leg. This is going to be hard to overturn since the call was safe. And you see the Yakima dugout celebrating there. And the umpires are talking. Eric Lane did come out. The umpires are getting together. And I'm guessing we'll have a replay. It'd be wise of Eric Lane to use one here. You get 2. You see crew chief Chris Claflin, who's facing us, kind of leading the conversation. And we're going to review.
Lower Columbia has challenged the play at the plate. It's under further.
It's really a great feature of this NWAC Baseball Championship. The review, the instant replay was used last year. It's been expanded this year. And there's been a few calls overturned in this championship and been several stand or confirmed as well. And you see Yancey Bird and Chase Hodgkinson out there talking about it. Well, they do. As a financial cooperative founded by teachers, Spokane Teachers Credit Union is happy to support the students of the community colleges of Washington. You can join the not-for-profit credit union if you live, work, or attend school or worship anywhere in Washington. That's Spokane Teachers Credit Union. So we've got a timeout here as a crew chief, a first base umpire, Eric Holden and Chris Claflin. Actually, Claflin and Holden are both crew chiefs. They just happen to be working together on this one. They are down taking a look at the video. I'm not going to try to outguess anything. I will tell you it was very close. If I was asked to look at it, I would say that the safe call will stand, but I'm not going to see the same slow-mo type replay calls that they are, or maybe stop, where they stop the motion. They can do that down in the truck. Of course, the 2 umpires on the field are still on the field, and one of the umpires not on this game is actually in the production truck about 20 feet away, letting the umpires know what he sees. Not quite like calling New York if you're in Major League Baseball. It's more like calling the van, but it's working pretty well, and they're still talking about it. Boy, whether it's safe or not, Noah Andrews made a great throw to make it close, and boy, give credit to Tyler Nixon hustling from second base, and a great head first slide. Here we go. Safe, sticks. That'll make it 2-1, Red Devils. But the call is confirmed. Nixon scores. On the play, McKenzie is on second, and with the RBI single, Tanner Parker is on first base. Now 2-1 as Johnny Sage steps in. The dangerous Johnny Sage, hitting .406, 67 RBI coming into the championship. He's got 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position out at second base. Now a 2-1 game. It's just interesting to watch the evolution of a play in baseball when you have replay, where Hodgkinson came up and he's just pointing, go to the camera, go to the camera, thinking he had it, and I don't blame him. It was really, really close. My guess is if it had been called out, that call would have stood too. It was that close. The Yakima scored the run. From my perspective, it was the right call, and it's now 2-1. For Johnny Sage. Sage today has struck out twice and lined out to the third baseman, Johnson. There is 1 out here in the 8th. Devils lead now by a run. Bird to look, pitch to Johnson, fouled away. Strike 1. If my eyes are good enough, that's Derek Downey warming up in the Devil bullpen. I believe that's Justin Solt. He's done a great job in relief, but he did pitch 3 innings last night. Not sure if he'll bounce back today or not. Oh. Pitch to Sage. Out the plate, 0-2. Yakima's dented the scoreboard here in the 8th with 1 out, 2 on, now 2-1, Lower Columbia. Boy, again, this game pivotal. The winner will play on Monday for a championship regardless of what they do tomorrow. 2-1 pitch, upcoming to Sage. Bird, the second check of the runner, and boy, I don't know, Sage was stepping out like he called time. I don't know, I guess it was granted. I didn't see that, so that was a no pitch. Still 0-2. Boy, the Devils would love a double play to escape this jam. Yakima's cut the lead to half here in the top of the 8th. Pitch to Sage, outside, ball 1. Johnny Sage out of Spokane. One-two pitch from Yancey Bird. Pitch roped into right field. Andrews coming up, makes the catch, and the runners won't advance. Boy, Johnny Sage put a good swing on that. The only mistake he made is he hit it pretty close to the right fielder, and boy, Noah Andrews got a great jump that time and able to charge in a few steps and make the catch, and that's 2 down for Yakima Valley. Boy, that's the kind you say to yourself, when I get that blue pit, I'll take it, because I hit that ball in the screws. Sage hit it hard, but pretty much right at Noah Andrews. 2 down now here in the 8th for Zach Inskeep, the designated hitter. Inskeep struck out twice and grounded out to second. Bird trying to escape with minimal damage here in the 8th, top of the 8th. 2-1 Lower Columbia leading. Strike in the corner. I don't think Inskeep liked it, but it was right there. Again, it's a pitch you keep throwing, and you're going to get a lot of people out. No balls, 1 strike on the Yakima cleanup hitter with 2 on here in the 8th. 2 on, 2 out. Bird pitch, caught a lot of plate, but Inskeep fouled it away, and quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. On the 14 years this tournament's been held here consecutively, we've had a lot of rainy days. Boy, the weather, maybe not perfect, but close to it. The key, dry. And it's been really nice. It's supposed to be good the next couple days. No balls, 2 strikes to Inskeep in that crouch. Pitch, did it hit him? Nobody got away from Hoskinson, the catcher, and their runners advance. Ball was inside, thought maybe it hit Inskeep. It hit the umpire, and he's going to take a little walk. We got umpire Tyler Schmidt got hit, and he'll walk it off here. The count's 1-2, and we'll get a replay here. I don't know how that missed the elbow of Inskeep, but it just went right underneath it, kind of like through the armpit underneath it, and that got the umpire. So the way you're tied, and that's what Schmidt did, you're in that slot, and that ball went right to the slot, and Hodgkinson just couldn't glove it with it coming inside like that, and it hit the umpire, Tyler Schmidt. He's okay, and Schmidt gives a little pat on the fanny to Chase, saying, hey, it's okay. Hey, you've done a good job today. I know you would have liked to caught it. Good chat between the catcher and the umpire. All right, back to it. Runners on second and first, 2 outs here in the 8th. 1-2 pitch to Inskeep. Bird to the stretch, the pitch, grounded slowly. Cook charges, gloves, he dropped the ball. And we're tied. The ball was hit slowly, but playable, and Cook just thought throw before field that time. You see the replay, and he just dropped it, and that gave Inskeep a chance to beat it out. McKenzie scores from third, and we are tied. The runners advanced on that ball that hit the umpire. They got up to third and second, and now Parker advances to third, and on at first base, and we've got a pitching change. We're in the 8th. There's 2 down. Yakima with 2 on it. It's 2-2. We'll take this break here from Story Field.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
I'm Keith Appleton, Education Outreach Officer at STCU. I have been labeled as frugal. I'm more motivated by saving money than I am about spending money. I essentially have had the same vehicle for nearly half of my life. It's absolutely practice what you preach. One of my passions is mountain biking, and one of the ways that I can afford to have a quality mountain bike is by cutting expenses in other areas of my life. STCU has given me an opportunity to share things that I've learned with the community. I'm Keith Appleton, and STCU is here for good.
Derek Downey on to pitch for Lower Columbia. Downey, a freshman out of Olympia, the righty. The rangy right-hander comes in a 2-2 game as on the infield air. Yakima's just tied this one up. Boy, Yancey Bird came off to a big hand to this crowd. Of course, the book's not closed on him. He's got 2 runners out there, but 7 2/3 inning so far has allowed two runs, 1 earned. Gave up 8 hits, only walked 1 and struck out 9. A very, very nice performance by the kid from Kelso, Yancey Bird. He can only look back now and hope his Red Devils can get out of still a jam here with a go-ahead run at third base. As Tyler Detloff will step in. Detloff has a hit, and he's 1 for 3 in the game. Chase Hodgkinson goes out and directing traffic as the Red Devil catcher. Of course, you always have the situation where the runner at first could go with a slow steal, try to draw a throw and steal a run here. We'll have to see. A lot of opportunities, a lot of options for Yakima Valley. Big situation for Downey, the freshman. First pitch, just a bit outside, ball one. Downey is pitched. Yeah, we'll check that here for the Devils. This is his 11th appearance, all in relief. Got a 2.14 ERA. Pitch by Downey. Swing and a miss. Fastball, foul tipped into the glove of the catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big spot for the freshman. His first 2 pitches. A ball and a strike. The ball was close, and he's locating that strike zone. Runners on at the corners. 2 outs. Downey's pitch. Just one a little high. Ball 2. Waiting on deck is the big first baseman, Bryce Beck. There is a base open, albeit not first, but second base open with 2 runners on. Runners at the corners here for the Yaks. 2-2 as Yakima with 2 here in the 8th has tied it up. 2-1 pitch. Strike at the corner. Count evens up at 2-2. Bird at 9 strikeouts. Downey looking for his first. With a 2-2 count on the batter, Tyler Detloff. Downey's pitch, lined down the right side, just foul. Probably foul by 2 or 3 feet, but boy, I tell you what, the air came out of this place, at least from the Devil side, for a moment as the ball lined down the right field line, but curve foul. Well, count stays 2-2. Back at it. Downey in relief, facing his first batter, Tyler Detloff. From the stretch, the pitch, low, ball 3. Two outs here in the 8th. Devils trying to get out of the inning with a tie. Yakima trying to add on, and there's a runner 90 feet away in the person of Tanner Parker. Downey, stretch, pitch, chopped to Cook. Gloves this one, flips to first, and the out recorded. The Devils get out of further damage. A nice bounce back there by Hunter Cook as he charged that nicely. But in the inning, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 Devil error, 2 left. We've played 7.5. Our score tied at 2. Back after this.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you. For them. Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence. I trust my gut. No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. As you see there on the screen, Yakima Valley 2, LCC 2. Devils 2, 3, 4 hitters, Strickler, Trent Beacom, and Ricky Muzzy. Yakima fresh off the 2 runs in the top of the 8th to tie this thing up. First pitch from Lucas Juarez, the starter. Back out here in the 8th, a strike called on Strickler. Juarez, pitch, breaking ball again. Strickler hits it into shallow center for a base hit. Not a line drive, not a bloop, kind of a little tweener, and falls in front of center fielder Cole McKenzie. And we'll see if the Red Devils come in with some small ball trying to move Strickler up. Strickler is a catcher, but he's also a very good base runner. Has stolen 4 bases on the year, but smart on the base paths, and we'll see what the Devils do with him here in this tie game. Juarez pitching to Trent Beacom and throws over, and Strickler back in safely. He represents the go-ahead run over at first base in this 2-2 tie, bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch to Trent Beacom, gets the bunt down and a good one right in front of the plate. The catcher will take it, and by a step gets Trent Beacom as the pitcher Juarez said, no, you take it. And his catcher on the plate, Jay Kirchhoff, picked it up and threw out Trent Beacom. But hey, Sam did his job. His advancing was Strickler. So the out is recorded, 2-3, 1 down. That's a sacrifice for Trent Beacom. That'll bring up Ricky Muzzy. Boy, probably nobody that Eric Lane would ever see up in this situation. Muzzy's been there, done that. He's the sophomore. He's the veteran. MVP of this tournament last year, and a base hit here could potentially give the Red Devils a lead with Strickler out there at second base. 1 out here in the 8th. Juarez a long look back at JT Strickler. Another pitch to Muzzy, breaking ball. Got the inside corner, strike 1. Juarez has really gone here in the later innings of that curveball, and it's been effective. Muzzy scored, was the last Red Devil score after he walked with 2 outs in the 6th. Later scoring on the Hunter Cook single. 0-1 count to Rick Muzzy. Pitch by Juarez, swing and a miss. Muzzy quickly down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. These two teams 2 years ago hooked up in a extra inning affair that Yakima Valley ended up winning 1-0, just an absolute pitcher's duel. 0-2 pitch now coming up to Muzzy. Juarez pitch outside, blocked nicely by Kirchhoff, able to smother it and kept the base runner Strickler at second base. Yakima Valley won that game in the same situation Saturday night, winners bracket, went on to win the championship. Team that wins this game more times than not wins that championship. Pitch to Muzzy, fouled away. Fouled deep to left, but very foul, so it remains 1-2. Again, if you look at the bracket, it's not a straight double elimination bracket like was played in the softball tournament last week. It's modified, and so you still have to lose twice to be knocked out, but it's a little different bracket, and we'll get the matchups for you when the game ends. The 1-2 pitch to Muzzy. Breaking ball, hit towards right and deep, going back to center field or right field. This is off the wall. The Devils are going to take the lead. Muzzy to second, steaming around third, and scoring. JT Strickler, and the Red Devils take the lead. Boy, that ball had some carry on it. The right fielder, Nixon, retreating, and Muzzy with a ringing RBI double, and the Red Devils are back in the lead. You see Strickler waving him to second, pumping his fist, and Lower Columbia gets the run to take the lead, 3-2.
Right fielder, number 1, Noah Andrews.
I think I mentioned Muzzy's the guy you wanted up there, that's why. Devils up 3-2 now. Muzzy on in scoring position at second. Andrews the batter, the right fielder. Pitch to Noah, outside. Got away from Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff smothered it. Muzzy looked like he was going to go to third. As he turned and went back, Kirchhoff threw it to third. He's getting a little throwing practice in there, I guess. 1-0 the count. Ricky Muzzy thrilling this Red Devil partisan crowd here with that go-ahead RBI double. 1-0 pitch to Noah Andrews, the number 5 hitter in the Red Devil lineup. Pitch, shows bunt, pulls it back, called strike, 1-1. Andrews hitting .356. He's had an outstanding freshman season here. The kid out of Tumwater, a T-bird. Played a good right field for the Red Devils too. 1-1 pitch to Noah, chop towards the third baseman. Cut off there, and thrown out by the third baseman, Harvey. No advance for Muzzy as the ball was in front of him. Harvey did a nice job. Ball wasn't hit all that hard, but he took a couple steps to his left, gloved it, kept it from getting into the hole, and threw out Andrews at first base for the second out. So now 2 down, and Hunter Cook at the plate. So Hunter Cook with the RBI single to give the Red Devils a lead 2-1 earlier. And this young man will like nothing more than to drive in another run. Had a nice chat with his head coach, Eric Lane, down on the third base side there.
Second baseman, number 13, Hunter Cook.
Bottom of the 8th, Lower Columbia 3, Yakima Valley 2. 2 outs, Ricky Muzzy on second base as Cook steps in the left-handed batter's box. Juarez, the starting pitcher, still at work. Pitch to Cook. This hook stayed just out, ball 1. Sun not close to setting, but getting low in the sky in the west. That really gets in the first baseman's eyes this time of day. Pitch to Cook. High chopper to the first baseman. Beck will underhand to Juarez covering, and Cook out by a half step. But the Devils got the run they were looking for on the Muzzy double and take the lead. We've played 8. The Red Devils 3, Yaks 2.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight. You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings. Do you have that real look in your eye? That when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quade? See ya! Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
People say knowledge is power, and they have a point.
At Portland State, you tell your own story.
You build your own stage.
You take your best ideas to the streets.
You let the world see who you are and who you hope to be. Knowledge is about how hard you're willing to work to do something real.
It's about how far you're willing to go to do something great.
We go to the top of the 9th inning. Derek Downey in relief, back in there for the Red Devils. He got the last out of the 8th after Yakima Valley had tied it, but the Red Devils score 1 to take the lead, 3-2. Bryce Beck, the first baseman, the left-handed hitter, takes strike 1. Boy, big situation for freshman righty Derek Downey, the kid from the state capital. Olympia, next pitch. Chopped in the hole. Hunter Cook dives, throws the first. What a great play by Hunter Cook. Boy, talk about redemption. The guy that made the error on the easy ground ball. Hunter Cook ranged way into the hole. Pirouette and throw and got the out. Wow. Luke White will pinch it for Yakima Valley. Again, if you weren't watching, a very disappointed Hunter Cook made an error in the 8th that led to the tying run, and boy, that young man right there showed his range. He went forever to his left to make that play and got the out, 1 down. Luke White pinch hitting now for Harvey. White, a .241 hitter. High ball 1. 1 out here in the 9th. Red Devils nursing a 1-run lead. Pitch to White, takes a strike, ball 1. Excuse me, strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Don't know of the Yakima strategy, but pretty typical to take a strike in this situation. You never know. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. The game's not over, but this is not too big for Derek Downey. He's come in as a freshman and just been pumping strikes. 1 ball and 2 strikes to White. The big righties wind, and this pitch outside, 2-2. Red Devils have a wealth of good freshman arms on this team with Justin Solt and Yancey Bird, and Mitch Lyons. 2-2 pitch. Oh, so close. Not sure if it was a bit high or a bit outside or a bit of both, but it was very close, and now a full count to the pinch hitter. White, 3-2 pitch from Downey. The big righty to the wind and the pitch. Popped up into shallow right, near the foul line. Andrews coast, makes the catch. 2 down. Boy, again, Derek Downey, situation 3-2, and gets the pop up, and Yakima will go to one more pinch hitter as Jashawn Simon will come in and hit for Kirchhoff. We will have a post-game interview on the field at the conclusion of this game, whether that be now or any time later. We're in the 9th. Lower Columbia 3, Yakima 2. 2 down. And Jashawn Simon will step in. Simon, a .309 hitter. No long balls, has 18 RBIs on the season. He's also struck out 19 times. The pitch to Simon. There's strike 1. It's Red Devil faithful enjoying this and wanted to see it finish right here. Wind in the pitch. Strike 2 on the outside corner. And just like that, it's game time for the Yaks. Downey quickly back up on that hill. Ball in his glove at his face. The wind, the pitch. Pop towards shallow right. Hunter Cook dives, can't come up with it. It's a base hit. Boy, a blue pit just between Cook, the second baseman, and Andrews, the right fielder. Not hit high enough for Andrews to get in on, or Cook to get under, and 2 outs. Jashawn Simon with a single keeps this thing alive. It'll bring up Tyler Nixon.
Second baseman, number 3, Tyler Nixon.
It's never easy, is it? Of course, the Yaks fans like that, keeping it alive. Downey now checks the runner. Simon. Pitch at the knee, strike 1. Downey with that jersey starting to fall out of the back of his pants there. Big kid, slender. And at the waist, getting a look at his signal from his catcher, Hodkinson. Stretch. 0-1 pitch. Swing and fouled at the plate. Once again, Downey goes 0-2. Tyler Schmidt goes out and talks to him. Might have told him to tuck his shirt in. He's kind of working on it. Now Derek will tie the shoe. All right, back to it. Tyler Nixon singled and scored back in the 8th. He's the hitter. He's got a runner on at first in the person of Jashawn Simon. 0-2 here. Top of the 9th. Downey's pitch. Just outside. You can hear the calls for a strike from the Devil faithful. And I've got a good look. It was outside, 4 or 5 inches. When it's in the other batter's box, you're not going to get that call. Unless you're maybe in minor. We're not in minor here. The 1-2 pitch from Downey, chopped. Tough play. Muzzy gets through him and into shallow left field, and that's an infield hit. Muzzy had no option but to try to do or die that, and the ball just scooted under his glove. If he waits for it, it's an infield hit anyway. So no error. That's a clean base hit, infield hit. Yakima with now runners on at first and second. And that brings up the top of the lineup, Cole McKenzie. Boy, Derek Downey has given up just a little humpback type liner into shallow right that evaded 2 fielders, and then a soft grounder towards short, too slow to get an out on. And just like that, the tying runs on at second. Cole McKenzie, 2 for 4. Singled in the 6th, singled and scored the tying run in the 8th. The left-handed hitter McKenzie out of Billings, Montana, Big Sky Country, trying to tie this thing up or give his club the lead. Pitch to McKenzie, little low, ball one. Boy, Downey got the first 2 outs, had the 0-2 pitch on Simon. Everything looking good for LCC, and a couple minutes later, 2 on now and 2 outs. Devils still with the lead. 10th hit of the game for Yakima Valley. Pitch to McKenzie. Low again, ball 2. I got to believe Coach Crust Angel is home and enjoying the grinding his team is doing right here. A well-recruited and coached group. Outstanding team for Yakima. Now the 2-0 pitch to Cole McKenzie. This is a strike at the knees, 2-1. Derek Downey back up on the hill. 2-1 pitch to McKenzie. Here it comes. Strike 2. This one at the waist. McKenzie had come 3 straight times with balls down in the zone. 2 balls and then a strike at the knees. That time came up, caught the outside corner, and here we go again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3rd straight batter where he's been 1 pitch away from the game ending. Downey a long look in at his catcher Hodgkinson. The 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Pitch out a little high. Bit up. We go full. There is activity in the double bullpen. I think that's the last thing Eric Lane wants to do here. Downey is actually throwing very well. Just been hurt by kind of a couple of bleeders. That's part of the game. 3-2 pitch coming to Cole McKenzie, the leadoff hitter. Pitch. Strike 3 called. Ball game. McKenzie tosses his bat aside, takes off his gloves, and the Devils celebrate as Derek Downey gets the strike 3 looking, and the Red Devils will play on Monday for a championship. Lower Columbia, 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, stranded 6 runners. Yakima Valley, 2 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, stranded 8 runners. Winning pitcher in relief for the Red Devils, Derek Downey. And boy, talk about a tough luck loser. Lucas Juarez takes the loss. Downey got McKenzie looking on a ball on the inside corner, and that's how it ends. And we'll just keep it right here. We're going to have a post-game interview briefly. So here's what tomorrow looks like. At 12:05 tomorrow, Yakima Valley will face a familiar foe in Spokane. That's a loser-out game. At 4:05, it'll be Lower Columbia meeting Edmonds. That's a loser-out game for Edmonds. What it means for LCC is the Red Devils, if they should win tomorrow, would have to be beaten twice on Monday to not win the championship. If the Devils should lose Edmonds tomorrow, then either Edmonds or the winner of the Spokane Yakima Valley game would have an opportunity to come back to the losers bracket and win this thing. Kirk Rowland heading down to the field to get an interview. We'll see who he brings out, and we'll have that momentarily. And what an excellent college baseball game as the Red Devils win it by the score of 3-2. And we've got Kirk Rowland down on the field. He's got a player to talk to, maybe a couple for the winning Red Devils, and we'll go down to the field right now to Kirk.
All right, we're ready to go. We got a couple of Red Devils here. First, we'll start with Ricky Muzzy. Ricky, congratulations. You got the big hit, man. You got the big hit today. Talk about the at-bat where you got the big double.
Just got down early and just trying to put something in play, you know. 1 out, got on second, hit the ball hard, and that's what I did. It was nice.
All right, well, this guy, Bird, Downey, that's great pitching.
Yeah, oh yeah, beautiful. Bird's a man, love that guy. Went out there, gave it his all. Sorry, Downey, close the door, love it.
Hey, we expect clutch hitting by this guy, the man, Ricky Muzzy. Ricky, thank you so much. And Yancey Bird. How about it? Bird's the word.
Real nice one.
How you doing, Yancey?
Pretty good. You know, I knew I had to come out and give my best performance, and that's what I did, and that's what I'm going to keep doing from now on.
All right, well, I know you wanted to finish this thing out, and it wasn't to be, but how about Derek Downey and the job he did?
Every time Derek comes in, I know he's going to do a great job. I trust him every time.
You guys are used to getting to Monday. It's nice to have it in your pocket already, right?
Always. We're going to win this.
All right, that's Yancey Bird, Ricky Muzzy. We'll see them tomorrow. We'll also see them on Monday.
All right, we'll wrap it up here. Thank you, Kirk. And boy, the Devils are right where you want to be. Undefeated going to Sunday. Play Edmonds tomorrow at 4:05. And while it matters, it's not life or death. You can lose and still play for the championship. So once again, let's set it up. There's 4 teams left in this tournament. At 12:05, Spokane and Yakima Valley, that's a loser-out game. And then at 4:05, Lower Columbia and Edmonds, that's a loser-out game for Edmonds, not for the Devils. And another fun day of baseball out here. It was obviously a very fun day today. Thanks for joining us. I'd like to thank Vern Foster, who got the broadcast started, the Topher Vision crew for all the work, all the sights and sounds here from Storyfield, and you, our fans, from around the nation, around the world, around the Northwest, watching today. You see the Red Devils bouncing around. They're going to head to the NWAC Championship and try to defend it on Monday. Final score, Lower Columbia 3, Yakima Valley 2. From Storyfield, this is Dave Andrews saying good night, everybody.